Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Asdivine Kamura on Nintendo Switch. Wow! This is incredible. It is, isn't it? What is? This place is flowing with the powers of incredible faith. Can't you all sense it? It seems everybody in the Reimei region comes here to worship, so to an extent I can imagine this place being filled with their faith. That said, despite having priestly lineage, it's far back. That's probably the reason I lack the trait to sense things without form to the degree some of you are able to. I have heard those of my tribe were always shinobis. Although I'm sensitive to the presence of Harbingers, it seems I'm unable to detect the more obscure things. Interesting. However, with Koyuki also being able to sense these powers, it may mean she's connected to a family of priests like Sakura. I don't know myself. That's not important now. This small happening here should eventually connect to a greater result. Hotaru may be right. If I'm conscious of her, I do get the feeling she is less emotional compared to the other children. Maybe this is what he meant by keeping things inside. However, what am I supposed to do about that? We should probably first greet the priest here. But where do you think we can find him? That'll prove to be difficult. I heard the whereabouts for the priest of the shrine are unknown at the moment. Really? This place sure is well maintained, considering. I wonder if the visitors are the ones keeping it clean. It does look like the shrine gets a lot of traffic. Speaking of, I've heard that too. Well then, I wonder if that's it. You know the cause? I believe so, but I'm not completely sure. That's why I would like to walk the grounds first. In that case, I leave this to you, Sakura. Thank you. Because of the faith gathered here, it's become sacred ground, so I don't think monsters should be able to come here. Now, let's have a quick look around. Please give me a minute, okay? Like I thought, the faith gathered here has become lost, and the effects of it look to be spreading to Utsushi Peak. The faith has become lost? Normal people offer their faith to a broad figure known as a deity, but who that actually is undetermined. Whether to the Spirit Deity, a specific harbinger, or some deity one imagines up in their head, it's our job to make sure their faith reaches the Spirit Deity. Up until now, the only ones who possessed great powers was the Spirit Deity, so even if the priest was absent, somehow things worked out. But with you gathering Mystic Orbs and drawing their powers from them, the faith gathering in this place has recognized you as a deity and is trying to get to you. As a result, the faith gathered here has split into two powers, both colliding with the other near Utsushi Peak, and creating a distortion that is enveloping the mountain. It's the reason we can't go any further here. That makes sense, but that shouldn't be limited to this imposter. If some orb hunters gathered enough Mystic Orbs themselves, wouldn't the same thing happen? The most important thing is whether or not one can master using the Mystic Orbs as their powers. Other than Shiki, there hasn't been anyone else who could do it. Right? That's because this is Shiki we're talking about. Well, it's also due to the fact that they're originally my powers. However, I have to admit, I'm happy the faith of the people recognize me as their spirit deity. Get off your high horse, imposter. Since we figured out the cause, is there a way to fix it? The easiest way to do that is for Shiki to let go of the Mystic Orbs and quit calling himself a deity. That's because even words have a strong influence for those with power. What? It turns out it's easier than I thought. Wait, that's... Koiki? I don't think it's a good idea. I can't say why, though. All I can say is you shouldn't throw away the Mystic Orbs. Koiki. Don't worry, I would never do something like that. Then we'll forget about that idea. Shiki's cooperation is indispensable, and this isn't something that will be fixed quickly. So as far as things go, the only thing I can do is conduct a ritual and guide this faith to the sacred tree. It won't resolve the issue, but it'll be a temporary solution. In that case, will the faith gathered in the sacred tree take up a form? Yep, that's what should happen. Is there a problem? No, there shouldn't be. Proceed with the ritual. Okay, then let's look for the sacred tree. There should be one here on the grounds wrapped with a special kind of rope or paper streamers. Stealing from the temple, yay! It's this tree. I was thinking, but this faith, or whatever you call it, wouldn't it be best to direct to the Spirit Deity? That's originally how it works, right? I believe that's best too, but with me not being affiliated with this shrine, I think this is as much as I can do. Even so, doing it this way could also upset the Harbinger my family worships, so I don't think my actions will be without consequence. You'll be fine. If the Harbinger your family worships appears as if he'll do something to you, I'll order him to stop. Shiki. You sound almost like a parent scolding a troublesome child. This is a deity, you know. But thanks to you, I feel I have the courage to try. Here goes nothing. Those feeling of faith gathered on this land, I command you to flow to the sacred tree that protects Shiki Shrine. What was that trembler? Is this the true power of faith? Concentrates intensely. Sakura! It's no use. A priestess in training like me can't do it. Shiki? You're doing great, Sakura. Believe in your powers. I know you can do it. I'll try. Kitchen Harbinger, please lend me your powers. Shiki? Strong powers are beginning to flow to the tree. It appears you were successful. Well done, Sakura. Thank you. Does this mean we'll now be able to travel to the heart of the Utsushi Peak? We should be. Then let's hurry and check it out. Before that, we should let Sakura rest for a bit. For something that simple, I'm fine, see? Alright, however, be sure not to overdo it. Shiki's hand felt so big on my shoulder. Sakura, did you change your mind about taking a rest? Are you talking to me? I'm perfectly fine. I'm coming now. It was around here those men are... It was around here where those men are standing, where we couldn't go any further, was it? Let's try to go through again. Someone else is here, I see. We should mean we can pass now, shouldn't it? Then let's go. Hold it right there. If you want to pass, you're going to have to pay the fee. Fee? You heard him. We were sent here by the guild to guard Utsushi Peak. The money you pay is used to maintain safety here. As for you all, I see there are 5 of you. Since you've got 2 brats, I'll cut you a break. Your total comes to 4 million gold. 4 million gold? With that kind of money, I could buy at least 1, if not 2 dragon hearts. They don't sell those. This puts us in a bind. There's no way we can come up with an amount like that. Don't tell me you're taking these 2 clowns seriously. Shouldn't we? Never mind. Don't say another word. You said you were dispatched by the guild, right? I know they do send out guards to protect the merchants and travelers, but are you sure you're with the guild? Of course we are. Do you doubt who we say we are? Those providing security with the guild don't take money. If there were a special exception, there should be an official notification. I don't recall receiving one of those. I can only think of one group who was dumb enough to pull a stunt like this. Now, what was their name again? Oh, right. It was the Bonehead Bandits. Skull Bandits. Hey, you blew our cover. Don't blame me. It was her who tricked me. I wonder if we really need security from those who fall for something like that. You think you can keep making fools of us? You're going to pay for this. Come on, let's take them. I guess we were ordered to get rid of anybody who tried to pass, weren't we? Yeah, you're going to lament your misfortune. Time to die. Wow, these people are tough. Wait, a man with 1-tooth clogs, a priestess, and a shinobi, plus a brat with a staff, and another with a katana. Aren't these the 5 we heard about? Huh? They're the ones who ruined the boss's plan at Doshin Pond. Hear us out. The Mystic Orbs belong to Lord Sakuru. If you get in our way again, it'll be the end for you all. You better remember that. Who said I was smaller than a 3-year-old? Are you trying to imply I make up for 2 brats? Wait! Yeah. Ayami? A bird flew right into my head. That's almost unheard of for a bird to hit something like that. I wonder if it actually means you have good luck. You just wait, Skull Bandits. I'm going to pay you back for this. They weren't that strong, but regarding their ability to collect information, I think we need to be cautious. I agree. In comparison to when we first met, they appear to know much more about us. They also knew we were gathering Mystic Orbs. We may have to confront them again in the future, so let's put some spirit into it and keep going. Is your head alright, Ayami? Do you want me to kill you for calling me by my name? No, I don't think I would like that. You need to be more sensitive, Shiki. I do? The pain seems to be gone from where that bird hit me. I'm glad to hear it. Now let's get back to investigating these black petals. It's a guardian statue. It seems a little sad for him to be placed out here all alone, huh? The statue. Koiki. It doesn't appear to be any ordinary one. Can we eat it? I think hard stone will be a little too much for your teeth. The creator of this statue appears to have put his whole soul into making this. Due to that, it possesses special powers. Will something happen? Yes, if someone with compatible powers touches it, they can cause phenomenon such known as a miracle to occur. In my case, it seems it'll influence my warping abilities. By using them near it, we should be able to warp places we normally can't. The party will encounter guardian statues in dungeons on occasion. Press the R button pressing the R button nearby will send the party to places normally unreachable within their boundaries. If there are parties, where the party ends up turns out to be a dead end, warping again will return the party near the entrance of the dungeon. This could be a valuable experience. Next time we find a guardian stone, let's try warping using it. I hope we don't end up in a pond. If that happens, grab onto me and I'll keep you from getting wet. You don't have to worry. The guardian statue appears to be possessed by special powers, yeah. Oh, that's right, I have to find a matching one. That's just a shortcut. Like every other game in the series, allows you to warp to different points in the dungeon. Oh, in this case, there was some sort of curse which is turning everybody into well, not zombies, but basically, there's only a couple people left that can fix this problem. They're still walking around. Is there anything here? Oh, okay, good. Wow, this is incredible. Falling petals and mountains painted in the colors of nature. This is a perfect view. What would go with these flowers is... definitely that. With that in mind, it's time to head to my next destination. Weird cameo to give him. There are some Harbingers over there. Petals fall. Turn black. Petals fall again. Turn black again. These two Harbingers are creating white petals, but this other one is using his powers to make them black. Well, then wouldn't this mean... Yes, it would appear this is what's been going on. Those creating the petals are the Azalea Harbingers and the hydrogeny? I don't think I've heard of that flower. Hydrangea? Okay, well, for some reason, I just have not familiar with that flower, which is weird because at one point in time I was married to a florist. So. Anyway, together they're known as the Flower Harbingers. And the one turning them black is the Ink Harbinger. It looks like it wasn't a Mystic Orb or something that happened to these Harbingers, was it? What a bunch of troublemakers. I apologize for bothering you three during your little game, but can I have a word with you? What you need? Actually, the humans that live in Reimei region are terribly afraid of these black petals. I know you had no ill intentions, but could I ask you to consider how they must feel? We'll try. We had no idea that humans were scared of them. I guess this means it's time for us to quit horsing around. Are you going home now, Ink Harbinger? Actually, Is there something bothering you? No, nothing. But before I go home, is it okay for me to say goodbye to the Blossom Harbinger that lives at the summit? Of course. Why don't we go together? We'll see you later, Ink Harbinger. Yeah, bye for now. Let's head for the summit. Okay. Where's the break? Were these huge bamboo shoots grown by a Harbinger? I'll have to cut them down all at once, won't I? Trying to cut them down with my current abilities would only force me to make a fool of myself. Oh, okay, great. That's like pretty much everything that I ask you to do. Ah, you'll make a fool out of me. Yeah, I didn't ask you to do it if it made a fool out of you. Or I don't care if it makes a fool of you, I should say. Get it done! That appears to be the Blossom Harbinger over there. Let's speak with him. Huh? What are you and a bunch of humans doing here? You know how we turned the petals black? These people came to tell us it was making the other humans scared. That's why it's time for me to go home. Really? I had no idea. I'm sorry for that. We'll be sure not to do it again in the future. I apologize for having to spoil your fun. After we return to town, we'll explain the situation to the mayor and let her know there may be black petals falling from time to time. That way you can come and play again. Okay. Are you sure it's safe for you to go home, Ink Harbinger? I thought you fled here to escape a terrible monster. Did you say monster? It's the powers of a Mystic Orb. Shiki, I sense a monster quickly approaching. Yikes, there it is! The Harbingers, they gobbled them up. Yeah! Let's defeat these monsters and rescue the Harbingers. It's not spitting them out. Let me see why. It's no use. I found a Mystic Orb, but the Harbingers are... Ooh, that surprised me. But how? Good. It appears he resurrected with no problems. I get it now. Even if a Harbinger disappears, as long as what they possess doesn't, they'll be reborn, huh? Ah, I remember that now. I got so scared I completely forgot. But... I don't see the Ink Harbinger anywhere. Ink won't so easily disappear from this world. That Harbinger must have been reborn somewhere else, so I'm sure he's back to where he's originally from now. I'm sure of it too. Oh, right! Here's the Mystic Orb I just found. I appreciate it. Look! White petals. The Ink Harbinger, with the Ink Harbinger gone, the petals have returned to their normal color. Aren't they so pretty, Shiki? They are indeed. Still, for a monster to chase the Ink Harbinger all the way up this mountain, it must have really had a bone to pick with it. You're right, its actions were unusual for a monster. I'm sure he must have played some kind of prank on that monster. The Ink Harbinger tries to pull stunts more than anybody else. I'm sure he's reflecting on it now. Anyway, I'm going back to where the other Harbingers are. Let's meet again sometime. As for ourselves, let's return to Reimei Town and report to the mayor. Okay. Alright, why don't we stop it here for now. This is Audap. I'm watching Asdivine Kamura on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.